No.
I need to get my binder. Fair.
Good evening, everyone. God.
And that's a promise.
Bussy.
I hate all you guys.
You love us.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Dice. My name is Matt, and I'm the Dungeon Master here, and welcome to our now reoccurring Wednesday night campaign, The Castaways. How you guys doing tonight?
Let's go!
Wednesday Squad.
Day Squad. Yep.
Hump Squad.
Hype,
Hump Day Squad.
guys. Get
No.
hype.
No.
It is. We're humpers, guys.
Boy.
Fane might be, but I don't think anyone else is.
I feel like Kothar's a humper.
We've had this discussion of the question of whether or not Akare fucks.
Have we?
I thought, is it really
Online?
Is
I don't
it
think we've
really
had it online.
This question has been posed.
Not online.
I gotta wonder if it's just like Fane and Kedai that are kindred spirits, because Kothar down there just gave me like negative vibes to the Kothar being a humper.
I'm pretty sure we've established that Kothar, Akare, and Zamir are all virgins.
What the fuck is going on?
That's
I don't
long
remember
since.
that.
Well, you're a robot, so you are just assumed.
Fix up a problem.
Hey man, there's
Servo's
plenty-
active.
There's plenty. Yep, thank you. There are plenty of fictional robots that are. I don't know what that
He
was.
found a
but I
circuit
agree.
that
All you
fit
gotta
him
do-
just right.
Please, before Matt
All
kills
we-
us.
All we gotta do is polymorph Matt, or a polymorph Akari for like an hour.
Oh no.
And that's real, baby. That's real.
Are you sure he wouldn't transform back from taking the damage?
What are we doing today, Matt?
Oh, we're playing some D&D, guys. So, guys, welcome to our 14th episode here at Friday Night Dice with the
Wow.
Castaways crew. Let's go ahead and get into tonight's session.
Hurrah.
And I assume you guys can hear music, because no one said they couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Last we gathered, we watched as the 5 individuals known as the Castaways continued their journey through the northern reaches of the rolling Wildlands, into the Yklavar Grove, and eventually into the Feywild, where they met a peculiar, very ostentatious man, a satyr named Genera. And with a little help from him and a little bit of guidance on how to maneuver through the Feywild, they eventually found their way through and found the crimson tree that had been infecting the Yklavar Grove. After defeating the aberration of the Verdant King, this manifestation of his will, as his body began to rot, the party destroyed the tree and freed Maeve from its grasp. Taking what large a victory you guys had just succeeded and thriving in the feeling of freeing Maeve, you guys proceeded back out and decided you had no real time constraints now. No real rush. No imminent danger that needed to be taken care of. For the first time ever on this island, you guys were left to decide for yourselves where to go and what to do. After discussing for a short while, the five of you decided you would take a right arcing crescent around the outer reaches of the Isles of Jotunheim. So we now find you guys heading east, hugging kind of close to the cliff facing just below the Yklavar Grove, traveling through the rolling wildlands. What you guys like to do?
We'd like to journey.
What is the approximate time of day?
I believe we left off as you guys were going down for bed, and I
That
said we were
tracks.
no longer going to take, we were not going to take this watch because we would have been up for another hour. So
I thought that was last session.
Yeah, that was 2 sessions ago.
It's
That
every
could have
session.
also been
Who are you
last session,
kidding?
too.
I'm almost positive it was this past session.
Real quick, as a clarification
Every
point before
session.
we start to jump in, we kind of revised in our heads that the Zeltroy's mountain was at the mouth of the river in the Shattered Forest.
So if you're
Instead
looking at the map, there is the text that says the Shattered Forest and the text that says the Evergrew Abyss. His mountain sits just in the middle, that first mountain there, in between those two texts.
Okay, gotcha.
So just south of the Evergrew Abyss, but just north of where that mouth of that forest was.
Yeah.
As I've described it most of the time, is it looks like that river always leads eastward towards his mountain.
Wanted to be clear because I remember some of us thought it was in different spots.
Yeah, the thoughts last session kind of, I guess, where everyone thought the mountain was kind of came to light last session. Everybody thought it was somewhere else.
Mhm.
Well, if we're along the cliffside and night is beginning to fall, we'll just find a little craggy outcrop, give us some visual cover.
Yeah, you guys have already found it and begun to set up camp for the night. So, who's taking first watch?
I can take it.
First, Samara.
Perception checks, please. And Akari, roll yours for all three.
I will absent-mindedly assist Zamira while I work on a new set of studded leather.
21.
Are you
Thanks,
working
like
with
the
the dragon
19.
scales or normal leather?
I have some leather left. I have some crude leather.
Okay.
So, let me ask you a quick question. So I have my current chest piece, my leather chest piece.
Mm-hmm.
Could I add studs to it, essentially?
Made of what?
I don't know yet. I still have teeth. I still have a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
So I could potentially do something with dragon teeth or T-Rex teeth.
Dragon teeth might be a little
The-
large.
Okay. Could I
You're
maybe
talking,
start?
Large dragon teeth.
Well, that actually might be perfect because I might be able to use a knife or like a stone and sort of like grind them down into shape. Like make
yeah.
make a bunch of studs out of 1 or 2 teeth.
Yeah, you could try.
Okay. Then I
Just,
will do that. I will start.
Yeah, go ahead and mark down your basically 4 hours towards working on it. Just when you do start working with the scales, or if you ever do, unless you're going to wait for someone who knows how to do it, just let me know because that's a
Mhm.
whole different realm than leather working.
Okay, sounds good. So I will mark down 4 hours working on studded leather upgrade.
Correct.
Thank you. And then perception check, I suppose, probably at disadvantage.
Probably a disadvantage. Another thing too, Kothar, just in case for you, whenever you get to your watch, when you're working, if you decide to work with any of your bones or anything, just let me know what you're working on, what you're trying to get towards. You say a 6, Fane?
6.
Okay, Akari, Zamira, what you got?
19.
Okay. So as the three of you begin to sit down for your evening's rest after your journey through the rolling hills of the Wildlands, kind of sitting below one of the cliff faces here on the northern reaches, just below the Yklavar Grove, you can catch the smell of like a fresh forest, and it's a comforting feeling for the three of you, having just completed one of your, probably your greatest achievement actually for most of you since you've landed on this island. Having finally cleansed the island of the corruption and the sickness that had been infecting its forests, and most likely saving the people of Singara, who were desperately trying to feed their people and stop the forest from dying along the side of the deforestation from the people of Trasana. So with that feeling, it's comforting for all of you to be able to catch that glimpse, that quick scent of what you know you have just completed. But looking across the rolling wildlands, you can see, yet again, as the days grow ever closer to the 2 full moons kind of aligning in the sky and shining down over the Isles of Jotunheim, the amount of young and small dragons, from small wormlings to all the way up to the size of young dragons with about a 14-foot wingspan, kind of flying across the skies above. You can see now that you guys are a little deeper into the rolling wildlands that while your perception of this site was a little warped from the nights prior just because of the distance between you guys, you can tell they're all kind of culminating around maybe a few miles, but all within the area near the shattered forest. They maybe travel a few miles out and kind of dive in and out of those pockets in the ground that are kind of hidden from the moonlight, from the large hills on either sides. But it doesn't seem like they stray very far. Eventually, your watches come to an end, unless there's something you'd like to talk about.
Nope. Gonna quietly work and then just maybe cast exposition, talk a little bit with Zamira about how we're doing something good. Share some words of encouragement.
Sure.
I'll just be kind of like levitating, crisscross-legged, just like a foot off the ground, have my wind blow around me, making my hair do cool things. Doing my meditations.
Okay. Who's taking second watch? Okay. Perception check. Oh. Both of you? I'm just leaving Akari for the last one? I just want to clarify. That's perfectly fine.
I didn't hear you. If you want this one, I'll take the third one.
You can have this one.
Okay, I'll take it. Ooh, I should not have taken it. 13.
It's not awful.
Not the worst.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
For you, Kidai, having a renewed sense of hope, it's a little distracting for you tonight. You're sitting so close to the grove, but you know in the back of your mind that your end goal is still far from your reach. You inch yourself ever so closer, and you're on the right path, but that kind of distracts you throughout the night, and you don't really catch much of anything to note throughout the night. That brings us to third watch.
11. Actually, it's a disadvantage, so I'd like to work on my skull.
Okay.
11 still.
So go ahead and mark off 4 hours working on your skull.
Okay.
Remind me, what total do you have right now, just so I can write it down?
With that 8.
With that 8, okay. I'm going to write it down so I have that in my notes. Kothar, you kind of are awoken by Kidai, and you just get up, kind of stretch your legs, walk around camp for a bit before sitting down and just watching the night sky kind of begin to fade from that hues of purple and blue and gray into the orange and yellow as the sun begins to break over the mountains to the east. And as it does, you can see as it begins to crest over the top, the dragons beginning to fly back. The young, smaller dragons beginning to fly back to the mountain, to Zeltroy's mountain. And as they all begin to crawl in through what you assume is a massive opening in the top, there's a bit of a long, drawn-out growl or roar that sounds like it comes from deep within the mountain and kind of echoes outwards. This is a sound you guys have heard numerous times now. Not every night, but some nights you do catch it. And it seems like it's changing. Hard to tell if it's for pain or something else.
It's unnerving, but okay.
And eventually you all awake.
Well, that was a surprisingly refreshing night of sleep.
That was the shortest night of sleep.
So there's no angst to it, there's no emotion, it's just sleep. Pull up the bottle of jungle juice and take a big old swig.
Edai, how are you? I mean, you met basically a god, the one you were searching for. Like, how are you feeling with that? How do you feel about that? Do you feel better?
I feel satisfied in a way that we were able to dispose of what we did see of him yesterday, but I also feel like it's not over just yet.
Well, I more meant your meeting with Maeve.
Oh,
I mean, I'm glad you feel better about the Verdant King. He was a word I'd rather not say.
Meeting with Maeve made it all make sense a little more. I got some answers that, were hard to hear, but I needed them, in order to move on and move forward. So it was needed. Definitely. I wish things are the way they are. I am the way that I am now until I can at least get the Verdant King's hold off of me, and she gave me answers that might help me do that, so I'm hopeful.
Good. I was hoping it brought you a modicum of peace.
A little, for sure. Still work to be done, but hopeful work, at least. Thank you for asking.
Progress is always good.
Exactly.
So I suppose we are headed east to adventure. Sort of something.
I was
No.
thinking about that actually. Did we want to see if we can kind of hit where the Shattered Forest, and I pull out the map, where the Shattered Forest meets the river, and assess if we can cross? That's kind of the half moon I think we were talking about, and I'm not sure we want to wander too close to his mountain.
I thought we were... That's not the right voice. I thought we were discussing heading up to the Evergrew Abyss.
I'm of a mind to check out the Evergrew Abyss as well. And then we take the half moon down to cross the river further south or further east, or where and
Okay.
then continue.
Am I misremembering, or was the Evergreen Abyss one of the entrances to, like, go underground to get into his mountain?
Not that we
That's
know.
what it looks like.
Not that you know of. It's close to
Okay.
it.
I don't know why I'm thinking that then, because I thought we had also said that much, but
You guys kind of
guess I'm wrong.
insinuated it.
got it.
But I mean, if we're going to the shadow, if we're going to the Shattered Forest, it's going to be dragons and danger all over the place. I mean, what is when you fly close to the sun, your wings melt either way. So why not go for broke?
Sure.
And besides, it's called the Abyss. It's going to be something good there.
I would beg to differ.
Would you rather just sit here for the next month and a half?
No, I wasn't saying we don't go. I was just merely disagreeing with your assumption that it has to be good.
Well, good in the morbid and dangerous way. Exciting.
Maybe good is a relative term compared to everything else on this island.
Well, I doubt it's going to be better than the rest of the island, in truth. I'm sure it will be something.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but my favorite so far has been nearly dying. About every time we step foot into the trees from dragons. That's been my favorite part of the island. So if we can just not have that underground, improvement.
Maybe it will be some sort of subterranean terror, like a purple worm or something.
Although our first foray under whenever we went to when we first landed, when we went underground in that cave, there
Oh,
was things
yeah.
down there.
I mean, if it's
Yeah.
that,
Because-
we'll fucking wipe the floor with it at this point. I mean, we're
I pull out the roper tongue that I still have in my inventory. It's like, yeah, we
I
have
believe it's
this
a
case.
tendril, not a tongue.
Tendril,
Probably,
meaty.
probably looking
I
like
feel
a,
like that tongue would be
Probably,
like jerky.
probably looking
at
a little
points.
decayed by now.
It's probably
Little
looking like a
jerky.
regurgitated nerd's rope right about now.
Oh, what a description!
Sorry.
I will casually toss it to the side.
Okay.
Just leave it. Well, let's be off. Let's we've got a long walk.
My theater
Let's do
mind
it.
for the sound that tongue made when it hit the ground was super unpleasant.
Sorry.
So, as you guys
Let's
begin your
move.
journey, you guys had discussed a means of travel where you would stop basically halfway through the day to try and avoid Seltroy's feeding time, or
Feeding
the few
time.
hours where you've known him to feed. Still doing that.
Yeah, we'll keep our travel cadence that we had discussed and we thought was the best method.
Okay.
we're level 7 now. We're invincible.
Oh yeah, you guys can all level up.
Oh, what?
And let's roll
Oh,
hits.
yay! I was wondering. I didn't want to poke because every time I've poked, it seems to make the timer longer. But I was waiting for it.
Just assuming that there was some like narrative part we had to get to.
Yeah.
It's just like sitting here waiting.
I figured he'd wait till the break.
I
Do we
would meant to
roll
do it- I meant to
hit
do it at the
dice?
beginning of the session, but you guys were talking about all kinds of stuff.
Roll garbage
And
on
lost.
hit dice, man.
So let's go
Marshmallows
ahead
and
and
tater
start
tots.
us off. Lissa, you want to go ahead and roll your hit
I
dice,
rolled a
please?
3.
Oof.
Ouch. Zamira?
Move everything so it doesn't hit anything. Oh, that's an 8.
All right.
I gotta go
Fane?
get my.
Okay, we'll come
I gotta
back
go
to
get my dice. Don't objectify me.
you.
Well, that's impossible. You just pointed it out.
Kothar?
Man, that chair needs to fucking
Like saying,
move.
don't look down.
That chair's in the
I
wrong
gotta beat him.
place.
He's getting close to me. Oh, baby! I'll take 11.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, Akare.
Oh, that's a 1, so we re-roll those. We all became beefcakes. 9.
Nice. All right, Fane.
That's a 1. Hold on. 1 0 is a 1, yeah? Because 0 0, yeah. Alright, rerolling. That's a 9 for a total of 13.
Kira
Kothar,
is
does that
getting
put you
left
over
in the
100
dust.
health now?
It's alright.
No,
We
but
switched.
since the minimum is 2, that means the lowest I can hit next level up will be 100.
Nice.
I'm at 66 now.
93.
God.
What's 48 plus 9?
56?
57.
Or 57, sorry.
Does that math add up?
Yeah.
72.
I'm at 57 rolled, and you are also at 57 rolled. Because I got a 48 plus 9.
What's my roll at? Hold on.
So is it 72? Yeah, that tracks. 72 plus 13
I'm at
is 85.
58
I just
rolled.
Shit.
Damn.
Shit.
I'm
Alright.
at 45 rolled.
You're
had-
at 58 rolled? I'm at 57 rolled. Fuck.
You guys had like a
He-
week to figure out spells for the two of you that have them, so hope you got those picked out.
I was just telling Avery how nice it is to level up to Mira and not have to stress about picking spells.
Yeah, you get evasion now too.
Mm-hmm. Fireball me, I dare you.
Okay.
You can
I
also
did have
not
a-
stress by looking at him and going, looks good to me, right before it happens.
I can't live life like
Yeah,
that.
she'll probably need a polymorph list at some point.
I was just about to ask her that, actually.
Anything she's seen.
A Tyrannosaurus
That's so many beasts.
Yeah.
I
And
I
she's
did
seen
have a
giant
big
eagles because
decision.
she saw them wild shape into them.
Oh, I've been keeping a list.
Okay.
I got a little list.
So, as you guys begin your journey now for this leg of the day into the Rolling Wildlands, I need somebody to roll a d20.
I got this.
Do you though?
17.
Pretty good. As you guys are traveling through the open fields of the Wildlands here, you can hear almost like a chomping, a smashing of bones, and the splattering of blood. And as you guys come over the top of a hill, you can see there is a large black dragon in the bottom of this pit. I need everybody to roll stealth checks for me.
Oh,
That's a sloppy 20.
15.
6.
24.
Alright.
28.
So as you guys are kind of cresting over the top of this hill, not expecting or knowing what you'll see from this weird sound coming from the other side, as you look down over and you can see this massive visage of this black dragon. Something you guys clearly probably don't want to deal with right now. Kidai accidentally kicks a rock and it just starts falling down one of the hills. At that instant, it goes flying off into the distance, but as it does, it unleashes a smog that starts to fill the land around all of you. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Sorry.
All good.
Damn it, Kidai.
Ooh, that's a 6.
24.
17.
8? But question.
What?
Is it poison?
Technically, yes.
Your boy has advantage. For being a robot.
Aw.
So it's not an 8. It's a sloppy 20.
Anyone below 17?
Me, I got a 6.
Okay.
That DC, though.
It's a big dragon.
Is it adult or is it young?
It's a
Do I
big
just
boy.
like fall
You don't
over
know.
dead instantly?
How big
Is
Does it have
is
a
it big,
14-foot wingspan?
Is it bigger than the last one we fought?
It is bigger
Last
than
dragon we
it is
fought?
bigger than the last dragon you fought. I shit you not.
Ooh.
I rolled almost a 5 on every single one of the d8s.
Shh.
It makes it easy to add up. 42 points of poison damage to you, Zamira.
Whoa.
And
Jeez.
cut in half to everyone else to 21.
Yeah.
So as he leaves, the smog is just lingering in this low-lying pit. Whatever he was smashing on lies there bloodied and just kind of in bits and pieces, with whatever left he didn't carry off in his mouth. But you can see there is bits of, like, blood and looks to be, from this distance, an arm and a leg. Bits of a torso left. Perhaps maybe a halberd or a pike of some kind in one of the hands. But it's hard to tell from this distance, and the smog is just kind of lingering in the low-lying areas of the bottom of one of these hills.
Does it look like if we approach the body, we're going to go choke on smog?
Looks that way. Could always try and hold your breath, but who knows?
Akari, don't you have a resistance to poison too?
I do, yeah.
Cut that in half again.
Yep.
Okay.
We ran down in this game, so that I took 10.
Are you guys
Yep,
gonna
10.
help Zamira, or should I?
I can, if you
I'll
would
help.
like me to.
You
Oh,
don't
that's
have
right.
to.
Thought there
It's
was gotta
awful
go.
early in the day. I would hate for y'all
I
to
got it.
drain your abilities as the day is just beginning for me. I should.
Just looked like it hit you pretty hard there.
It does.
Well, I mean, I mean, it did get quite in my lungs, but
16.
thank you.
Imagine Zamir just like sneezes and an eyeball pops out.
Ow.
Oh.
Put that back in there.
Instead of like her usual grayish blue, she's like a grayish green.
I will remind you guys that you do have individuals in your group that do not require breathing.
That's me. I don't breathe. So I wouldn't have breathed in the poison.
Yeah, but that's more like when you know you don't have to.
Or
you
do you
don't
walk
just-
around being edgy all day?
You don't
and
just consciously
breathing
not
'cause you
breathe.
can?
Breathe.
Like,
I can hold my breath
because you
longer
don't
than
have to. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but Zamira knows she doesn't have to breathe, I feel like. If she saw a bunch of poison smoke, she wouldn't
Sorry, I'm not happy.
have inhaled.
Oof.
I hit it, but I didn't
You
inhale.
didn't really see it. This caught you pretty much off guard.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk around forever, never breathing ever again.
Do we want to go see who he was chewing on? It seems to be somebody down there.
I think that might be interesting.
I can go down there.
Are you sure? You seem to be quite affected by his breath. Just now.
You or me?
Now that I know that it's a thing, I can not breathe.
So you're saying you don't have to breathe? Then why didn't you
I
just
told
do
you
that?
that. That was the very first thing I ever. Well, it caught me very off guard. I was yawning, and it just kind of forced its way
Oh, I
in
see.
there.
That's interesting, the way you put that just now. But sure, if you'd like to go check it out, that's fine.
I can go have a look-see.
The two of you are descending.
These two.
Mm-hmm.
As the two of you begin to descend into the small little valley that is kind of below these hills, go ahead and roll investigation checks for me, as the smog is very thick and kind of obscuring your vision, and you're trying to find wherever that dragon was off in the distance. You can kind of see it,
Natural 20,
but the poisonous gases are kind of messing with your vision.
but not my oxygen.
Or maybe not. Well, Akari, I don't even need to know your number, so.
Oh, I was literally sitting here wondering who the second person was. Okay, it's me.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Zamira got a natural 20. You guys are walking together, so.
Sure. I didn't know I was going, but I'm going.
I thought you said you were.
What? Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I ain't gotta breathe. I'm a robot boy. I'm the perfect man for the job.
As the two
Extremely
of you
quickly,
descend
DM.
down
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kothar.
Just extremely quickly, while that happens, I'd like to use a healer's kit charge on both Kidai, Thane, and myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't need it. I use second wind.
Okay, then not you. So 17 to me and Kidai. I rolled match.
Damn.
Nice.
Like your money moves over there.
As you guys all get down, this doggo. As you guys all get down to the base of this valley and kind of begin to motion your way over to where this
Motion
body is, you guys begin to look over, and you can find parts of a torso attached to what appears to be, or used to be, an elven man. Very bright, almost orange-like skin. A odd-looking color, a type of elven man that you've never seen before, or type of elf you've never seen before. You can see the rough bits of what remains of the hair that has not been corroded away by the thick acidic acid-like gas that kind of fills this low-lying area, of the massive halberd in his hand that appears to be almost masterfully crafted, which is something strange to find on this island. On the blade of the halberd, you can see there is what appears to be a blue phoenix kind of embroidered or chiseled into it and then painted in. You don't find much else on him. Didn't have any belongings that at least weren't carried away within the dragon's mouth. Akari, roll an intelligence check for me.
Oh, I'm a real, I got a lot of stuff up in the, good old-fashioned data banks. Hey, I'm rolling like a superstar tonight. What is my int? +1? 19.
19. As you're looking over this halberd, almost something clicks in your mind. And you see a blue phoenix, and you pull out the diary. You start flipping through the pages, and you remember on the first page in which you read, mentioned something of a organization, a group, known as the Coalition of the Cerulean Phoenix.
And there's nothing else of interest on the body here.
Not that was left behind.
I know it's kind of all corroded,
it's
but
kind of
what's
like
the nature of the dress of this
Hex up.
person?
What's left of their body looks to be as if they were wearing hand-stitched leather armor with maybe some, like, very fine linens underneath.
Leather and bed sheets, baby.
I'll scoop up the halberd. Does the halberd seem similarly damaged, or does it seem to somehow be in pristine condition?
It's damaged, and the blade is almost chipped a little, where you can see maybe he tried to swing it against the dragon, but you get the sense he took one swing and was already dragon food. So it kind of like clanged off and just was stuck in his hand while he got bit in half.
That's rough, bud.
Is there anything of note? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was done. I was going to say I would make my way back. Make my way.
Is there anything I would recognize or recall about the blue dragon that's on it?
It's a blue phoenix.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said. Would I recognize anything about that?
Roll intelligence check for me.
I will, for her, mention the Order of the Cerulean Phoenix.
Well,
Also,
you don't have to breathe. You can still talk, I guess. Kind of.
I physically
That's
don't
a
respirate.
9.
In the moment, you don't remember anything, but then as you guys exit out of the valley and Akari reminds you, is like, oh, I mean, I guess you could just say you told the whole group. Like, point it
Right.
out and remind them that you read something like this in the diary that you guys found.
Mom was curious if he's from Ophila or High Pass, or what's left of it. I kind of run with the assumption that High Pass is just a ruin, not occupied by anyone, but
Well, nothing civilized anyway.
nothing civilized on the surface, perhaps.
I mean, there's also the possibility that anything that was left of High Pass has since migrated to a filler.
Could
This
be.
is true.
Or it could just be someone scooped up the halberd.
Could be. They're close enough.
Could be.
Could be.
Only one way to find out, and that's to go in the opposite direction. That is a joke.
The haft of this halberd is pretty unremarkable, I assume.
What?
The haft, the handle, or the pole
Yeah, I
arm
mean, there's
part of it.
nothing, nothing that's strange about it. For the way it's crafted and the way the leather's kind of like 3 strands woven together around the haft, the shaft, whatever you want to call it, of the halberd. It's beautifully crafted. And, I mean, well, a lot of you can tell whoever crafted this was definitely a master of their trade, but nothing strange about it.
Would I theoretically be capable of just breaking off the blade part and keeping that?
Yeah,
Assuming
you might
nobody
have a few
wants the
splinters.
halberd.
Might have a few splinters on the end, but easy enough to do.
Yeah, I'll just keep the blade part. I have no need for a full-on halberd. I know Fane's a whippy dude, so...
So you just want the blade, you don't want the... Just from my clarification.
I was hoping to break off the blade, which has
Okay.
the,
I was
this
under the
emblem
impression
on it,
you
right?
wanted to turn it into a quarterstaff for some reason.
Nope, just looking to keep the blade itself.
Okay,
With the symbol on it.
easy enough to do.
I basically don't want to have to heft around a whole fucking halberd.
Yeah, definitely you could do that.
Okay. Done.
Does
Well,
it have any-
onward to...
Does it have any magical properties?
Considering I just broke off a wooden haft, probably not. And it was damaged was the other thing that's one of the reasons why I asked. Like the blade itself is like corroded from the acid. Magic weapons don't do that, I don't think.
Not normally.
Right.
onward to the Shattered Forest.
I need somebody to roll a d20 for the second half of this journey. After you guys have found your... So after you guys kind of move along from this, you find a place to kind of hunker down for a few hours. Those couple hours go by, it does not appear as if Zeltroy fed today. And then you guys continue the second half of your journey, so I need somebody to roll that d20 for.
He'll be hungry tomorrow. Emma,
I
you look
presume
like a
that,
good D20 roller.
I'll do it, I suppose. Although I'm not
I
sure how to
presume-
take that sentiment.
I presume we got a short rest in for that couple hours we rested.
If you'd like to, yeah.
12.
He wants a second win back.
12? Sorry.
Yes.
Doggo.
Now,
Stop the game.
this affects the roll slightly. Are you guys continuing straight across to the Shattered Forest, or are you kind of arcing up, still staying close to the cliff facing of the Yklavar Grove?
I would say based on our intended location, it would only cost us a bit of time and might be safer if we skirt the cliffs and then
Same.
the mountains as we head
Sure.
over that way.
Right over that way.
Fine with that sentiment.
Okay.
So like
If you
staying in
guys-
the shadow of the cliffs sort of deal.
As you guys continue to arc your way upwards, just below the Yklavar Grove, and through the hilly landscape of the rolling wildlands, you come to kind of leveled out section. Pockets of trees kind of throughout here, but then there's a strong scent of decay in the air. And as you guys crest over the mountain, or not the mountain, the hill, and it kind of levels out a little bit, going for the next few hundred feet, you can see boiling pools of this sludge, similar to those pools of sludge that you found in the forest in your early days of travel here, but these ones look less new, more like they've been here for a long time. And then you can see pieces of rubble. Similar architecture and types of stone to what you had seen over the statues and various pieces of homesteads that you found as you traveled through here.
Do we get the sense that like scent of decay is from the pits, or is there anything else around that might be giving off that kind of scent?
Make a nature check for me.
Nature. Oh. Natural 20. +0.
You very much get the sense they're coming from the pits.
Ooh.
But while there is a scent of decay in the air, it's almost masking a scent of animal blood.
Oh yeah.
It's just where Zeltroy keeps his dirty laundry.
I think we should be on guard a little bit while we're up here. At least while we're traversing through the pits.
I think that would be wise.
Okay. Are you guys proceeding stealthily then?
Could
Or-
I do...
Go ahead.
The last time we were attacked by something out of the pits, it didn't really appear until it appeared, right? It wasn't like we could have seen it ahead of time, right?
Correct.
So no, stealthily if we can.
I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Nice.
Everybody roll stealth checks for me.
+10, baby, which for me automatically means +20.
Good too.
Nice.
It's a 19.
34.
Please don't hate
37.
me.
27?
37.
37.
20.
I got a 12.
Bruh.
That's with your +10?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Kothar, what'd you say you got?
28.
Okay. As you guys step, suddenly find yourselves in another campaign.
Don't like that.
Oh, hey, what's up, MI6? What's going on?
Oh,
You
Oh,
guys just
come
you
here.
guys, you guys just taking off to the Astral Sea? Oh, okay, have fun. We'll see you later.
All right. God bless.
See ya.
So, as the five of you begin to slowly and kind of on guard, weapons at the ready, traverse through these pits, you could hear sounds of loud footsteps. As you guys kind of get to the bottom of this hill, next to a piece of one of the large rubble, and you could see these massive, almost armadillo-like creatures, two of them, moving in to the center of where these pools are, kind of grazing in the grass, and there are these massive jagged spines down their backs and long spiked tails.
Knife armadillo. Knife lizard's long lost cousin.
Oh no.
God.
I don't think. I'll
DM, what are
whisper.
these creatures called for no particular reason? What are these creatures called?
I don't have a technical name for them.
Knife armadillo.
My stat block's
Is it-
name is Spined Armadillo.
Is it
Knifedillo.
a bastil? Is it a Bastillodon?
Guess you'll have to find out.
Because it sounds like a Bastillodon. Oh, that's a
Yeah, that
Pokemon.
is.
Never mind.
Yeah, their online gamer tag is Knifedillo XX69.
I'll lean over and whisper to Kothar. I'll say, "Have we killed one of these before? I can't remember."
I don't think we've ever seen one. I've never seen one of these things, have I, DM?
You have not.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
It's an Ankylosaurus.
Hold on.
Wow, those armadillos look awfully like. Oh, there they are.
It's a dope though.
Just,
Those
to
two-
give Matt some time to set everything up, I was just, scrolling through the wild shapes as one does, and I found something called an abyssal chicken, and that makes me happy, and I just wanted to share.
Damn, you're right. They do look
Oh.
like Ankylosaurus.
I'm
We need to-
gonna lean over to Kothar and whisper again. Do we want to kill these?
I don't know if we're gonna have the opportunity to sneak by them. I think they're
They
kind of
could
like
be
right in our
friendly.
path. I mean,
Well-
they could be.
I don't think they see us, so
DM question.
Yes.
Those little spikes and other things across their carapace, looking good for some studded leather I saw my friend building last night.
Could assume.
Hmm.
Do they look like herbivores?
They look like they are herbivores, yes.
Oh,
We love that.
why
vegetarian dinosaurs.
are we? We're not scared of that. I mean, they might like metal, but the rest of y'all are fine.
Well, let's not. If we're going to hunt these things for no other reason than they are in our way, then let's do it. I suppose I'm down
I mean,
for it.
we could
Always
use
a
the meat
challenge.
too. I think we're running low on
We-
supplies.
Oh, how to cook that?
I mean,
Maybe they have rum as well.
And
Running
cheese?
low on that.
for the record, I can find food and fresh water for each of us, but
I mean, I guess we could make cheese if you could figure out how to milk one of them.
oh,
Okay.
I'm not Trump.
You hold it very still,
That's a-
Kidai, and I'll run
that's-
in.
That's a whole different video game.
Look,
that I don't know.
all I'm
want to put on
saying-
Twitch.
Dino Crossing.
We would look so good riding into battle on those. That's all I'm saying.
Do you want to make friends with a Kidai?
Shit.
They look like they're not going to eat me. And that's a +1 in my book, at least.
Can you talk to them?
Yeah, or do you have the ability to communicate with them?
I don't know. I can certainly.
This is turned from hunting to, hey, you want to be our pets?
While you guys are talking,
This is
I would
yeah.
continue to-
All right,
Seemingly
we're
I'm
going
not
to lose
thinking
I
the
can
enemy.
certainly try tomorrow. Actually, I haven't changed my spells, so
Kothar can do it now.
can I? Oh, Kothar can do it.
Sure can.
Do
It's
we
gonna
have
take him 11 minutes of sitting behind a piece
Go,
of rubble.
bestie. Bestie, go.
I'll be. Hold on, I gotta pull up my fucking character sheet. It got closed. I'll begin to cast Speak with Animals. In 10 minutes, we'll know.
Look, if
I'm
nothing
gonna-
else, they must know the acid pits or the tar pits or whatever. They could maybe traverse us around.
I'm really considering making friends with the dinosaurs. Like, this is such an interesting tack. It's
Mhm.
different.
Sure are.
I don't necessarily think we should kill them just for violence sake, but I don't think we should attempt to befriend them.
I mean, if they're
Yeah,
just some
they-
leaf-eating boys, we can just walk on past. I'm not gonna worry
They
about
look so
us.
peaceful. Yeah, I think we could just like leave them be, and maybe just. I mean, I'm all for violence, but this one feels weird.
We also just like walk up to them, and all of a sudden they bear these extremely dagger-like teeth, and we're like, "Oh, read that situation wrong."
what
They are
if-
actively eating grass while they're moving.
Are their teeth squared? Squared?
I
or
have
You
straight?
can't
mushrooms?
tell from this distance.
I have some mushrooms. Do you think I like
They're about
mushrooms?
60. They're about 60 feet from you guys now, and you guys are just kind of hiding in the rubble and kind of peeking out through the shattered windows and open crevices that are kind of in this rubble at the bottom of this hill.
God, 10
Alright,
minutes. They
Kidai.
munch on grass for 10 minutes.
Kida, go feed them some mushrooms. See
I'm
what
gonna
happens.
say I'll get my mushrooms ready while he's trying to talk to him. Should I go up to him?
Yes, of course. Why not? We're here to make friends, right?
Okay, well, while you guys are hiding, I will very gently, very carefully, very non-threateningly stand out in the open with my hands kind of like you know how you feed a horse, how your hands gotta be super flat?
I don't know, Emma. How
And
do you
just
first?
one step at a time.
Your hands do indeed have to be super flat. If you curl your fingers up, they'll fucking bite the tips of your fingers off. She's right.
Jeez.
Not on purpose,
I'm-
not out of malicious intent.
I'm
but they
Yeah.
do.
I'm gonna go.
They just
I'm
got
gonna
big
go
teeth first.
with her.
You're gonna go with her.
I'm gonna go with her. Yeah, just a little bit of top covering in case they charge.
I'll try to
Weapons
buy
drawn,
Kothar some time
Thane?
and take my time, like very little steps, as not to spook the giant creatures.
Thane, are you approaching weapons drawn?
Hell no. Just hanging out.
Hey, buds.
Wings flared out or wings kind of put away?
No, I'm being small right now. I'm trying to be in the background right now. Just
Okay,
chilling.
gotcha.
You brought mushrooms?
As you guys kind of, as you kind of slowly approach and like they just kind of look up over at you, and you can see them staring at you cautiously.
As soon as they look, I'll stop where I am and just hold my hands out.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh Lord,
What are you holding anything in your hands?
that's a natural 20.
Yeah, she got the mushrooms.
Yeah, the mushrooms.
Okay.
So yeah, 28.
One of them slowly begins to walk over to
God, this means we're gonna roll like dog shit next session.
Yeah.
and as it gets a little bit closer, it just slowly begins to reach for the mushrooms in your hand.
I'm gonna turn
very
around.
Still. Very still. Very still.
Okay. Kita,
Can-
you're doing great. This is amazing.
Thank you for the support. You're doing great.
As
Do
it
you
begins
need
to
some more-
slowly eat the mushrooms out of your hands, the look of caution in the one that's eating out of your eyes has begun to fade, but the one that's behind that looks a little larger is still staring at you and hasn't changed like his stance. Like, these things are very large and you've seen them move very slow, but you get the sense that if they wanted to, they could barrel straight through you and shred you with the spines on their back.
Heard. I will stay very still with his extra mushrooms out to the side. I quote from you, have days worth of mushrooms.
Oh, I know.
So
Oh, these are the bioluminescent ones too, right?
no, these are the regular ones. I have the bioluminescent ones too,
Okay.
but those are different.
The other
Oh,
one
we could have made nightlight armadillos when they ate them.
slowly begins.
Nah, that's just the poo.
And as the other one kind of shifts to the side to allow him to come in, and you kind of reach out with your other hand to offer to what appears to be the male of the group. You can get the sense that this is a male and a female.
Oh, they're married. Name. What should we name them?
One of them has to be
Feel like-
Barbara.
That was just the epitome of anthropomorphism.
Barbara and Spike.
Spike and Barbara. Yeah,
Spike and Barbara.
that's perfect.
I need you guys to make one more animal handling check for me.
You need me to make one?
Either both of you make one, or Kedai rolls at advantage because you're still there, at least trying to help Fane.
+8.
I'll
Would you
give
like me
her.
to roll
I'll
an
give her.
advantage?
I give you advantage.
It was a 16
just
and a
ro-
19, so that's a 27.
I rub her on the
Damn.
back and say,
Universe.
The one kind of,
That's
as it finishes the
that's
last
what
mushroom
it
in your hand, it kind of like nuzzles its head into you, into
Is
your
this
hand.
Spike or Barbara?
Do
I
I?
need to know.
This would be the
Do I
female.
get? That's Barbara. Do I get the sense that like I could pet her and she would be okay?
Probably.
Okay, I will very gently kind of like pet her snout ish forehead type situation.
There's the dinosaur equivalent to a cat's purr.
Matt, you made my whole day. I'm so happy.
What does that sound like, Matt?
Yeah, just for theater, like just for my own clarification, what would that?
What would
how's
that sound
go?
like?
Roll a d20 on a 10 or higher. I'll do it.
16.
Ah!
It's like
Oh,
Everybody!
Aiden, go save that to the clips right now.
I'm so glad that Hex missed that.
We even forgot to objectify her.
I'll make him go back and watch the video once we're offline.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that was precious. Thank you, Matt. That was.
That was the highlight of my day.
Kothar,
Okay,
you're about
well-
5 minutes into your casting, just so you know.
Fucking hell, bro.
Can Kothar hear me from where we're standing, or would I have to be like loud and yelly about it?
You'd have to speak up a little bit. I mean, you guys are only about 25 feet apart. So, I mean, it's not like you have to yell for him to hear you from that far away, but if you're speaking normally, it's going to be a little hard.
Jostling, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep speaking softly for now, as to not angry Spike and Barbara. And I'll just kind of keep petting and being gentle and like baby talking to him until Spike trusts me too, if he does. You
What's the
missed
status?
everything. You missed
What happened?
everything.
Where's my
What?
beer?
What happened?
Matt making an armadillo sound, and it was
Ar-
delightful.
a armadillo dinosaur purring sound.
Matt moaned on stream.
He did.
Hi.
Oh.
This is why
It
I'm not
was
doing
amazing.
this stuff.
I loved it. It was the highlight of one of the highlights of this campaign so far.
I'll check the VOD out.
Kare, what are you doing while they're all doing this?
I'm clipping that beautiful moment. I don't know. I'm sitting back there, passing without a trace. Why? What's up?
Are you watching Kothar? Are you watching them this kind of happen? Are you scanning the area? What are you doing?
I'll watch for the eventual predators that are gonna come and eat Barbara and Spike.
Absolutely not.
We're gonna try.
Defend them with your life.
With my life.
Fane, what's your passive perception?
Fucking
Kare,
dog
what's
shit.
your passive perception?
It's 11.
15.
Zamira, what's your passive perception? And what are you doing?
My passive perception is 18, and I'm just watching very perplexed and amused at this interaction with these animals.
So, from your vantage point where you're sitting, Zamira, there's a small pool of bubbling sludge next to right behind where one of these is all going on, where this is all going on. And you watch as a massive hand of a sludge monster just comes grabbing out and grabs the tail of the one that is eating in Zamira's hand. Instinctually, it reaches out and attempts to just bite out of pure fear. Zamira does a 16 hit.
You mean me?
Not.
Or sorry, not Zamira. Yes, Kidai.
Yes, it does.
So you unfortunately take
Wait. Sorry. Does my
your chest
plate
place
is
only
when I'm in wild shape?
only
yes?
applies to wild shape. Yes.
Then yeah,
Okay.
he gets me.
You take 12 points of piercing damage as he like bites down on your hand, or should say she, but then she instinctually realizes what she's
Barbara!
done and lets off. But then you can see as her partner begins to turn and charges into this massive sludge monster that has now pulled its way up out of the sludge.
I'll tell Barbara it's okay. She didn't know.
And I need everybody to roll
I
initiative.
knew that was a risk going into
Roll
this.
initiative. Roll initiative.
We have to save Barbara and Spike.
My first initiative at advantage.
Nice.
21.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, 25 to 20.
21.
Ooh, 6. Oh shit.
And
the
then-
fucking clip is already up.
Spike will go next at a 20. 15 to 20.
Spike.
19.
Then we have
18.
15.
Kothar. We have Kothar,
Kothar,
then
Kare, Kidai.
Kare. Then we have the sludge monster.
Hey,
And then
not so
Kidai.
fast, sludge boy.
No, he rolled a 19.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, the sludge monster did.
Oh, because I got a 19. Akara got an 18, so.
I know,
Okay.
but he's below both of you if that tells you. Fane, what you got?
I got a 10.
Okay. We have then Fane and Barbara. Top of the round,
If
Zamira,
I-
what are you doing? Zamira.
I'm sorry.
Top of the round, Zamira, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. How many feet is it from me to Sludgy Boy?
From you to the sludge monster is 35 feet.
All right, I'm gonna run up over there, and I am going to wacky whack. I'm gonna
Just
do.
lost the mom.
I'm gonna do quarterstaff swing. That is a 27 to hit.
27's gonna hit.
I mean, I would hope so. I'd be kind of mad if it didn't. I'm not. Am I technically flanking it since Kita was over there? I can't tell.
No.
Oh, okay. Second. That is 11 points of damage on that one. And this one, I am going to. Let's see. I'm gonna make this a stunning strike.
Con
It's a
save.
26 to hit. I think so.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. 14. Leaves a failure.
Yep. He's stunned, and he takes 13 points of damage from that one.
13.
And
damage.
I'm gonna Fury of Blows him as well. Punchy punch. And I'm going to make both of my punches imbued with acid damage. Actually, no, make it lightning damage.
Okay. You get the sense it
So the
didn't have an effect. It,
Well, I
didn't,
wasn't
it didn't
sure.
change the effect, I should say.
Okay. Okay, that's a 21 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
That is a 11 points of damage on that one. Ooh, that last one's a natural one. That's not gonna hit.
Unfortunate.
Still did like 35 points of damage.
That brings us to Spike's turn, who is going to use his charge ability. And as he goes barreling through, unfortunately, Zamira, he gives no care that you're in his way because they hold no ties to you guys. So I need you and just you to make a dexterity saving throw. And Sludge Monster
But I
will make
have
one.
evasion.
The Sludge Monster succeeds on his.
Ooh. Did not roll well. I'm assuming a 10 is gonna fail, but that means I take half damage anyways.
A 10
Is it-
does indeed fail.
Isn't the sludge monster stunned?
Oh, the Sludge Monster is
Wait.
stunned. Correct. So he auto
Yeah.
fails.
Good call.
So
Sludge Monster will pay for his insolence.
I legit
attacking
rolled-
Spike and Barbara.
legit rolled all fours. So 16 points of piercing damage cut in half to 8 for you, Zamira. All right, and that will bring us to your turn, Kothar. Spike.
Bonus action, I will rage.
You got it.
And as part of that bonus action, I will move 20 feet towards him.
20 there.
I'll take whatever of my regular movement to get there.
Like to be flanking.
Sure. I don't really know if that. I mean, I don't need it. He's stunned, but sure.
Kind of run around to the opposite side, and Spike is just there with his gaze dead set on this sludge monster who is holding his mate. By the way, Zamira, I forgot to have you roll a con save at the end of your turn. I'll have her do it when she gets back.
Told you they were married.
Two big swings. Bone cleaver, reckless.
Big monkey.
23 on the first. higher, 27 on
Those
the
are
second.
both going to hit.
Okay. $12 on the first. Worse. 10 on the second.
10 on the second, you got it.
Just try to slice off like a butcher. I want thin slices of him.
And as you do, just these pieces of sludge just fall to the ground. But then you watch as they hit the ground and they're just kind of like sitting there. They just slowly start to move their way back into the sludge monster.
Move away.
Gross.
Kothar,
My
at the
turn.
end of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
16 will succeed. All right, Akari, that brings us to your turn.
Okay. I would like to. Can I get to Barbara?
Yep.
Sick. I would like to draw my short sword and use my action to free or use the help action for Barbara to escape this grapple.
So the grapple's actually on the back end of her. You would need another 10 feet of movement to get there.
Well, if I'd have known that, I would have
Sorry.
cast Zephyr Strike and doubled my speed
Okay,
as a bonus action.
that's perfectly fine because you could have seen.
Yep. So I'm out fast as
So
fuck,
you were
boy.
taking the help action for her to try and get her out of.
Yeah, I'm
grapple
either
combat.
wrestling her out or helping her get out.
Sure. So you kind of like run up and you wrap your arms around her massive spiked tail, taking care to not have the spines like shove themselves into your arm, and begin to start to pull to try and release this sludge monster's grip from her.
It's all in for Barbara now, boys.
Which brings us to the sludge monster's turn. By the way, Akare, you're within 10 feet of the monster. I need you to make a con save.
Is this technically poison?
No.
Okay. 15?
It's
Or,
very
sorry,
good.
16.
16 succeeds. Nothing happens.
Okay.
All right. That is going to bring us to the sludge monster's turn, who is going to take 2 of his 3 attacks into
Stunned.
you, Kothar. And he's stunned. Never mind. It ends his turn.
Bye.
Because Zamira's a badass.
Yeah. Gita, that brings us to your turn. Fane, you're on deck.
I would like to cast Ice Knife on it in an attempt to, like, get it to freeze or let go or be, whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do.
You got it.
24.
24 is going to hit.
You have advantage if you crit.
Huh?
You have advantage if you didn't already roll.
Yeah,
with it.
because it has
just to check
Oh.
if
it's
you
stunned.
crit.
Oh, that was an 18, so okay, even better, but no, I did not crit. Um,
And a dex save for him, which he automatically fails, so roll your extra damage as well.
okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta make sure.
Would
I
also
remember
be a
correctly.
dex save for Zamira and Kothar.
A deck save?
Yeah, because she's using Ice Knife and you're within 5 feet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Barbara.
No, no problem. I got evasion.
Wee wee.
14?
I don't know what her spell DC is.
I
Higher
don't
than
think that's safe.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then I would take half damage.
I will take half damage because I'm raging because I also failed.
19.
Damn.
19.
Evasion's
I rolled a 9 and a 6 and a 4.
So just the 6 and the 4 for you guys.
Yeah, so just the 10. So
Yeah.
we'll take
yeah.
5.
So that's 5 points.
19
Okay.
for the sludge monster, though. And you guys get the sense as the Ice Knife kind of explodes and the frost energy from the Ice Knife begins to crystallize over the goo. You get the sense that it's not trying to reform or having a harder time reforming from that.
Ooh.
Good to know.
All right, that is going to bring us
Ah.
to
He's becoming
turn,
less of a
Zane.
goo and more of a jello shot.
Before we do go on, if I had to pick a stat block out of anything, would an Ankylosaurus be comparable
this.
to Barbara and Spike?
I don't know off the top of my head without looking at it, but I can send you their stat block.
Okay, please do. Yeah,
Later.
please do.
All right, Fane, you're up.
Okay, so with a big old leap, I'm gonna fly up and over the top of the. I'm drawing crashing waves. as I go over. And I'm going to fly up and over the top and just kind of squatty potty on him and take a couple smacks.
Don't say that. Oh, by the way, Zamira, I need you to make a con save from the end of your turn.
I can do that. Oh god, my saves are terrible tonight. It's a 12.
12.
First hit is a 21 to hit.
21 is gonna hit. Zamira, you take 17 points of acid damage.
Making
I
it
know
real
this
hard for
isn't
me to
good.
live today, man.
I know this won't affect anything, but I'm going to... it's a tripping attack just for the extra dice.
Yeah.
Damage for
prone.
18 points of damage on the first one.
18 points of damage on the first one. You got it.
Second attack is a 15 to hit.
15 is going to just barely miss.
Don't you have advantage?
Alright. I did roll it with advantage. Okay, I'm gonna go for... Let's go for balls deep, and we'll do an action surge. You take 2
Got it.
strikes. And that's gonna be a 27 to hit.
27's gonna hit.
Tripping attack. That's gonna be 15 points of damage on that one.
Uh-huh.
And then the last attack is gonna be a natural 20.
Fane, why have you gone back to elementary school?
That's gonna be 27 points of damage on the last strike.
27 points of damage on the last one. Nice. All right.
Oh, sorry, 28.
28.
28 points.
Damn, I have a quick question.
Yes.
As they are neither technically the creature that you would be running against us, nor a member of the party, can I redeem inspiration for Barbara?
No, because you're a player.
Fuck. Alright,
Bonus action, second wind.
it was worth asking.
All right. That brings us to Barbara's turn, who is going to try and break the grapple with advantage, thanks to Akari. Ooh, but she still fails. Only a 14 on her grapple. Well, actually, you know what? I didn't roll his. Yep, still fails. Alright, so she's just struggling. You can see this beast is somehow through the stun, the sludge-like hand is still holding on with like a death-like grip to Barbara's tail. Fane, I also need you to make con save at the end of your turn.
That's a big old 13.
That is a failure.
I don't like this new Fane voice.
Sorry.
21 points of acid damage.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Top of the round, Zamira.
It's all for Spike and Barbara.
Okay. I'm angry that this guy hurt me. So I'm going to drop my quarterstaff and I am going to unarmed strike it and imbue my fists with ice damage.
Okay.
Shit.
So the first, am I flanking?
Yes, you're flanking.
Okay,
But
good.
he's not unstunned till the end of your turn.
Ooh, that first one's a 14 to hit at advantage.
That's not
Or with
gonna
him being stunned, would it automatically hit?
hit. No.
Okay. Well, let's see. We'll take the second one.
It's not like your attacks don't hit, it's more like they just don't do anything.
Okay. The second one's a 26 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
I'm going to make that another stunning strike. Keep him stunned.
This guy's
Con-
dangerous even without his actions.
Con save.
Yep.
That's a 3 on the die. He is stunned.
Okay, and that is 10
Nice.
points of damage from that one. I'm going to Fury of Blows him, still with ice damage on my fists.
Say that again.
So I'm going to Fury of Blows him with still ice damage in my fists. That's
Got
a
it.
21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That is 8 points of damage on that one. Oh, that was so close to being a natural 20.
Alright.
Okay, that's a 24 to hit with 7 points of damage on that one.
All right, very nice. So same thing, like as his body begins to try and reform into this sludge-like monster, and you can see there is like this half-cracked porcelain face now that you guys have now able to notice, and there's almost like a small like grin where you can see the sludge is just moving behind it, but his body is having trouble reforming around, and with the ice like slowing down the movement of the sludge. All right, that'll bring us to Spike's turn, who is going to take a tail attack and a bite attack at it.
Spike and Barber, baby.
You know what? Key die. No, we'll let you roll for Barbara. Akari, roll 2 d20s and add 7 to each of them for Spike.
17 plus 7.
Okay, so that's gonna hit.
The other one is a 10, 17.
17, so both are gonna hit. So it is 2d8 on his tail and
Damn,
1d12
Spike.
on his bite.
Okay. Tail first. Said 1d12 on his bite.
Yes.
Spike does only 4 with his tail. But his bite. Big die. I never roll d12s. 12.
Well, damn.
Spike is a
God,
fucking...
welcome to Big Die Club.
Spike's a gamer.
All right. As Spike takes his 2 attacks, that brings us to your turn, Kothar. Akari, you're on deck.
I will.
Oh. Sorry, Zamira, con save at the end of your turn.
Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting. That's my fault.
Ooh, save that one. 19.
19. But you take 16, 17, 18, 19 divided by 2. It's going to be 9 points of acid damage.
Thank
You
God
never
it was
rolled
divided
half
by
when I
2.
saved.
How are you looking, Zamira? I'm fine.
What'd you say, Kothar?
Really?
I apologize.
Really bad?
Like less than 10 HP.
Alrighty. Good to know.
No, all I said is when I saved, you did not roll half for me.
Oh, my bad. That'll bring us to your turn, Kothar.
I will stow away Bone Cleaver. I will take out my javelin from the white dragon, and I will jab it into him twice.
Okay. Just so you know, because we've kind of already gone over this with Fane, it will cost you your bonus action to kind of swap in and out of weapons.
That's fine.
Okay.
26 to hit,
Yep, that's gonna hit.
and a natural 20 on the second.
Yeah, that's goddamn.
I have advantage. It's bound
I
to
know.
happen.
The amount of good rolls tonight is kind of nuts.
11 points of piercing, 6 points of ice on the first. Jesus, I wish the first one would have been a crit. 8 points of piercing, 6 points of ice on the second.
Damn. Did less damage on the crit.
Mm-hmm.
That feels really shitty. Alright. That is the end of your turn. I need a con save. Akari, you're up.
I'm gonna say this once.
13.
Barbara must be protected at all costs.
It's true.
It's not up for debate. I'll make
Man,
a
I'm
con
rolling
save.
really good on his damage. 22 points of acid damage cut in half to 11 for you, Kothar.
My con save is a raunchy 20.
For the end of your turn, you're taking the help action again?
Fuck yeah!
Okay. That is a success, so nothing happens, Akari.
Cool.
That brings us to the Sludge Monster's turn, and he ends his turn because nothing happens because he's stunned. He died. That brings us to your turn. Fane, you're on deck.
Yep. Cure Wounds, 3rd level for Zamira.
Big money.
Okay, so you're moving over to Zamira for Cure Wounds.
Yeah, yeah.
A real
Thanks, I think
MVP.
Ooh, not bad, not bad. Okay, that's 11 so far. 14, 19.
Oh,
You got it.
sweet angel.
Unfortunately, are you staying there, Kidai? I guess I should clarify, because you only took 10 feet of your movement to get there.
I go back away.
Okay.
I want to stay close to Barbara, though. I want to reassure her that everything's all right.
Okay. Make an animal handling check for me.
Animal handling?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. That one's way bad. Way bad. 12.
Okay. You get the sense she's not really worried about what you're doing right now, and more focused on
yeah.
trying to get out of the grasp of this thing.
She's stressed out. I get it. Can I bonus action become whatever they are? Or not bonus action. That's polymorph. That'd be polymorph. Never mind.
I'll say the CR
Yeah.
is too high for wild shape.
Really?
Yes.
But it is for polymorph. I was thinking polymorph, not wild shape. Go on. I'm good.
Fane, that brings us to your turn. Kidai, you're back up on deck
You know
to
what's
take
coming.
Barbara's turn.
I'm bringing the swiggity swings with 2 smacks. Actually, does it look like I could do something? Never mind, it's too much. 2 smacks. That's another natural 20.
Go for
You
it.
hate to see it. That's
Take it
going to
up.
be a tripping attack for a total of 8